Richard Thomas Winstanley. He was quite the big little fellow, huge hands, huge feet, and huge head. And to all of us unknown, his heart would be the biggest asset on him. Richard was a child who followed his heart and his sharp mind. He could do anything, and I mean anything he put his mind to. He could dance very well in his diaper, shaking his legs and clapping his big mitts to Cry Baby by Janis Joplin. And through all Janis's screams, he would still produce his huge smile. And when he knew you were watching him dance, believe it or not, Brittany, there was a point in Richard's life when he really did like the spotlight. Being the baby in our household, Richard was mauled constantly, kissed and hugged every time he would be in our presence. And the initiation for affection was reciprocal. He was just so loving. I actually treated him like a little doll when he was 3 and 4 and 5. My friends and I would dress Richard up in his best attire and spend 45 minutes at least gelling and styling his hair. One bottle of dippity-doo hair gel would last only for 3 days of gelling. In an hour, his hair would dry, be flaked like a snowstorm went through it, and we would put his head under the sink, wash his hair, gel it all up again. And this was done sometimes 3-4 times a day. It seems fitting that he would only fall in love with a hair specialist. If you ever need a male model for your shop, Brittany, Richard is your man for that. By the time Richard was 7, he could speak another language. I told you he could do anything he put his mind to, and he did just that. Richard, all of a sudden, could speak French. Oh, Brit, he was a fast learner and completely sure of his second language. I could see him now, still sitting on the kitchen counter, hands folded up like this, and he's like, yeah, I can speak it, I can pronounce it, I can say those words. So my sister and I are sitting there at the kitchen table, and we're like, okay, Richard, say microwave. He's like, all right, is-a-biz-a-bit, microwave. We'd say, all right, Richard, say table. He'd be like, is-a-biz-a-bit, table. As I mentioned earlier, Brittany, Richard was a huge baby. He could barely walk. He actually waddled. As he got older and grew into his head, feet, and hands, Ricardo appeared. Ricardo is a nickname we threw on him like so many other nicknames like Cool Cat, RT, Mac Daddy, and Gucci Mondo. The Ricardo character was fast, so fast that he felt the need to show and tell everyone how fast he could run. His obsession with the Flash definitely took over for a few years. Ricardo would videotape the Flash and take it over for everyone to watch. He kept us all up to date on the episodes. I mentioned his sharp mind before. Well, it was so sharp, he was figuring out how he could present to everyone and anyone how he runs faster than the Flash. And he did one better than his childhood character icon. Ricardo can not only run fast like the Flash, but when he put his flip-flops on, he amazingly became 10 times faster than the Flash. He ran everywhere with those feet and the flip-flops. Into the kitchen, into the bathroom, the living room, the bedrooms, the car, and to the store, the playgrounds. He ran everywhere. He ran for about 2 straight years. Oh, the energy he had, non-stop until his beautiful brown eyes would close. As per say the Bible, Brittany and Richard, be fruitful and multiply. Please, if your offspring have just a quarter of the energy, Brittany, that Richard has, young Flash, there will be no need for you to grab any kind of grab bars or P90X or anything. You'll get all your workouts chasing little ones. He's just, and here's a little tip for you. Wear your flip-flops so you can keep up. Brittany, you are beautiful inside and out. Actually, you're stunning. And I remember when Margie was telling me about Richard's new girlfriend. I remember her saying, Tanya, how sweet she is. She's a very special girl. She's so nice. She spoke so highly of you, and when Mama approves, you're in. And that was moons ago. You guys were just kids. This young love that has blossomed is beautiful. And from the reading at the lovely service today, love is kind. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and definitely endures all things. Everyone around used to, your parents, family, friends can blatantly see the love that you two have for each other, the strength you have to keep it real, and the kick-ass future you will have together. We are proud of you, Brittany and Richard, proud that you have made it to this day. We love you, Brother Richard and Sister Brittany. Congratulations to you both, and a very warm, heartfelt welcome to you, Mrs. Brittany Estwiock Winstanley.